Relayers! Welcome to our first ever virtual relay. My name is Melissa Van Pelt, and I am this year's president of UCLA Colleges Against Cancer.
And I'm Jenna, this year's growth chair.
Throughout this year, all of our members of Colleges Against Cancer have worked so hard to educate the UCLA community on different types of cancer, push for legislation to support cancer patients and research, visit patients currently fighting in UCLA's Ronald Reagan Oncology Unit, and host our favorite event of the year, Relay for Life. Due to COVID-19 and to protect the health of all of us, we have converted our traditional 24-hour festival into a 4-hour virtual party. Now, more than ever, cancer patients, researchers, and healthcare workers need our help to fight against cancer in the midst of this pandemic. Cancer has touched all of us in some way or another, and by being here today, you have already demonstrated your commitment to the global fight against cancer. Our Relay for Life has helped to raise over $2.5 million over the past 18 years at UCLA for the American Cancer Society, and with your help today, we can raise even more.
Even though Relay looks a little different this year, our cause remains the same, and we're so happy that you're all here with us, and we're still able to come together as a community to celebrate, remember, and fight back against cancer, even if it's from all across the world. I'm relaying from right here in Los Angeles, but Melissa is relaying up north in the Bay Area, and we have committee members and viewers tuning in from across the world. Comment in the chat to let us know where you're relaying from today so we can see how far this relay community reaches.
We're still bringing your favorite relay events for you to enjoy in the comfort of your own homes. In the next 4 hours, we will honor survivors in the survivor ceremony, vote for the next Mr. Relay, learn about different types of cancer in the Fight Back ceremony, stretch out with yoga, and remember loved ones we have lost in the Luminaria ceremony, and look back at our achievements throughout the year and today during the closing ceremony. Some of our incredible guest speakers include our former UCLA gymnastics coach, Miss Val, Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica, Matt Donald from The Bachelor, and Shubham Goel from The Circle, and a UCLA alum. During all of Virtual Relay, we are also hosting a Relay watch party on Zoom. Just click the link below to interact with other relayers. I'm sure most of us have had our fill with Zoom, but I promise this will be the best Zoom call you've ever been on. But if Zoom is not for you, we also have a chat box right on the side of this live stream. Feel free to ask us any questions or let us know how much you're loving Relay. On behalf of everyone in CAC, we cannot thank you enough for joining us today. It is so inspiring to see how everyone has continued the fight against cancer regardless of any obstacles thrown our way. Without you all, there is no Relay. So thank you for donating. Thank you for participating. And thank you for fighting alongside the American Cancer Society until one day no one will ever hear the words, "You have cancer."
Our whole committee, as well as all of our team captains and participants, have been working so hard all year to raise money for this important cause. And we're hoping that today, with all of your contributions, we can raise an additional $4,000 during our virtual relay event. But we can't do that without your help. I'll now let our fundraising chairs delve more into how you can help us make that happen, because every dollar truly is a step closer to a cure.
Hey everyone, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are the co-fundraising chairs for UCLA Colleges Against Cancer. Although we cannot all be together in person, we know that cancer does not stop, and COVID-19 has put cancer patients at an especially high risk. So it is imperative that we keep our fundraising efforts rolling.
With that said, please help us continue to support the fight against cancer by donating to such an amazing cause. For people who are tuning in on Facebook, you can click the link on the description box of this live stream. For those in the website, click on the donation button just right under the live stream. Any amount helps immensely. If you are wondering where does all the money that we raise for the American Cancer go exactly, well, this short video created by the American Cancer Society will let you know.
Hey there, I'm Ron, and I'm an American Cancer Society Relay for Life volunteer. And people often ask me, what is Relay for Life? It's the world's most impactful fundraising event to end cancer. 4 million volunteers each year raise nearly $400 million to help the American Cancer Society save lives. Here's something else people want to know when I wear this purple shirt. How is Relay for Life making a difference in my community? Well, let me show you. There's hardly a person out there who hasn't benefited from our work. People like Tim, who needed someone to talk to about his cancer diagnosis at 3 o'clock in the morning. People like Mary, who stayed at a Hope Lodge in a faraway city free of charge when she needed advanced treatment. People like Sarah, who needed a ride to and from treatment. People like little Mike, who can sit in a restaurant without exposure to cigarette smoke. And people like Jill, who are taking a life-saving drug that research funded by the American Cancer Society played a part in making happen. The work we do impacts everyone, regardless of where it is raised. So, why do I volunteer? Because the work of the American Cancer Society has contributed to a 20% decline in the cancer death rate since 1991. That's 1.3 million lives saved from cancer. My mom is one of those. That's why I do so much for Relay, because Relay has done so much for me and my family. But the job's not done yet. We need your help to finish this fight once and for all. To learn more or join us, visit relayforlife.org.
Thanks, Ron. Yes, with every dollar we raise, it helps fund cancer research, patient care programs, and save lives.
Please do consider donating and help us reach our goal.
Thank you, Jenny and Hannah. And if all of this wasn't reason enough to donate, we have a special message from Shubham, aka Shubi, from The Circle on Netflix. Take it away, Shubi.
Hey, what's up? My name is Shubham, and I am from The Circle on Netflix. Check it out if you haven't. It's really cool. It's, I won't spoil it, but a lot of the premise to the show is a lot what we're going through with quarantine. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Great show. Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm such a proud Bruin. I had the time of my life at UCLA, and I just wanted to say I love this Relay for Event virtual edition. It's such a great cause. Please donate. All donations and proceeds goes towards the American Cancer Society, where it will benefit cancer patients and their loved ones across the world. It's such a noble task, and everything you guys can do would mean the absolute world. Yeah, and just all the love to you all. Hope you guys are in good spirits, taking care. Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting us, Shubi. Go Bruins! Again, you can donate to our Relay through our Venmo at UCLA-CEC or clicking the donate button you see on our website. The minimum donation is $5 when donating to our website. The donate button below me is to be featured on our live stream, and the donate button above me is to donate to a specific team or individual registered for Relay. Anytime you donate through the button below me, your name and personal message will pop up on the live stream. Get your 5 seconds of Relay fame and help us get one step closer to a cure. Our Relay for Life of UCLA is an amazing committee made up of all of you who are taking a stand up against cancer. Unfortunately, we have all been affected by cancer in some way or another, but we have all gathered here today virtually to show our support for the cause and our determination to end this terrible disease. The amazing committee members of CAC have dedicated themselves this entire year to fighting cancer, so we want to take a moment to highlight why they relay. During this time, let us know why you relay too.
I relay for my grandma.
I relay for my mom and my grandma.
I relay for my grandmother.
I relay for my aunts, my great uncle, and for a better future.
I relay for my dad and for my grandpa.
I relay for all the family members that cancer has taken away from me.
I relay for my mom and my Uncle Gary. We miss you.
I relay for my grandpa and my aunt.
I relay for all my relatives who have lost their lives to cancer.
I relay for my little brother Eric.
I relay for my grandma.
I relay for my mom.
I relay for my grandma and for a cure.
I relay for my dad, Rick Graffiti, for my brother, Jeff Thompson, for my grandma, Gladys Greenstein, and for my cousin, Kendall Green.
I relay for my mom and for all other cancer survivors.
I relay for my grandma, who is currently fighting
and my sister, who I miss every day.
I relay for my Aunt Delia and for my English teacher, Mrs. Madrid.
I relay for my grandmother. Love you, Grammy.
I relay for my aunts, grandparents, and friends.
I relay for my cousins, grandpa, sister, and dad.
I relay for my dad.
I relay for my grandpa.
I relay for my grandpa and my Uncle Larry.
I relay for my grandpas.
I relay for my aunts and for everyone that's been affected by cancer.
I relay for everyone who can't.
I relay for the next generation who should be able to live in a world without cancer.
I relay to give hope to families affected.
I relay for the caregivers, the supporters, and the family members who know the grief that cancer inflicts all too well, and for my loved ones who have lost their battle.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Thanks for hanging tight. I'm Meg, this year's Vice President of Operations, and I'm so excited to introduce one of my favorite parts of Relay. Here's our Spirit Chair, Colleen, to teach you this year's Relay dance.
Hey guys, my name is Colleen Veracruz, and this past year I had the incredible opportunity of serving as CAC Spirit Chair. Traditionally, every year at Relay, the club will put together a relay dance that we perform at least once an hour. So during the event, you will hear it at least 24 times, and it is just meant to be a morale booster, something to get everybody's energy up and get everybody going for our event. And despite the fact that this year's event is now transitioning to a virtual relay as opposed to an in-person one, we still wanted to keep this tradition going. So I am here today to teach you this year's relay dance. So let's get started. So first, I just want to walk you guys through the dance without any music, just take it a little bit slower, and just so you guys can see the choreo a little bit better. I'm going to apologize in advance for my lack of singing capability, dancing capability, etc. And then I will show you the finished version through and through with the music as well. But okay, so the part of the dance that we are going to do is basically the chorus, quote unquote. It's like the very beginning of the song, and it's about the first 25 seconds, and it plays about 2 or 3 times throughout the song altogether, I think. So at the beginning, it's gonna start with a drum roll, and you're just gonna run in place and wiggle it out. And the first words are, Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Everybody got that? First part. So again, you're wiggling it out. Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. And then there's a small beat there, and you're gonna go boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So then after that, it's another one. Ocean Man, clap. The voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Arm cross, arm cross. So again, second Ocean Man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Arm cross, arm cross. And then the third Ocean Man, you're gonna do a double dip. So Ocean Man, and you come up, the crust of a tan man imbibed by the sand. Sorry, it's a mouthful, I know, but you go just right, left, front, back with your hips. So again, on the third Ocean Man, you drop, you go Ocean Man, the crust of a tan man imbibed by the sand. And then the final part is soaking up the thirst of the land, Ocean Man. And then that's the dance. Alrighty guys, so now I'm about to show you the real deal through and through with the music. Here we go.
Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean Man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean Man, the crust of a tan man imbibed by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean Man, can you see through the wonder of the maze?
We're able to learn the choreo well enough to be able to do the dance again and again as we play the song throughout the rest of today's event. For everybody who doesn't recognize the song, I forgot to mention the name earlier. It is Ocean Man by Ween. So whenever you hear that, just stand on up wherever you may be and wiggle it out and get ready to dance with us. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of this year's Relay for Life. And thanks for being here, guys. Go Bruins.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the rust of his hand and my sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through a wonder of the mist? I'm the old man.
That was incredible. Y'all better practice because we're going to have random relay dance breaks all throughout relay. So if you want to participate and have the chance to have your spotlight, join our watch party on the Zoom down below. And be prepared to bust those dance moves in a dance cam spotlight with Abby. And now, here to kick off our survivorship ceremony is UCLA's legendary gymnastics coach and a cancer survivor herself, Miss Val.
Hey Bruins, it's Miss Val. I miss you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so normally this time of year we would all be congregating on Drake Stadium for Relay for Life to raise money to eradicate cancer. But you know what? This year we can't do that. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop because cancer doesn't wait for anyone. Cancer's not going on a little holiday simply because COVID is here. So the challenge this year is to raise actually more money than we ever have, because that's what Bruins do. Bruins rise strong, okay? And you are the generation to do it, because I'm going to tell you why. Everybody's sick and tired of hearing us old folk ask them for money, because they're like, yeah, we've heard it before. But when the younger generation gets involved, that's when the magic happens. So the challenge out there to you guys is, you younger generation, fill yourself with all that passion, because in your lifetime, you can see the end of cancer. So let's do it. This year, every one of you make that commitment to raise more money than you personally did last year, okay? And I'm in with you. So here we go. On 3, we're going to be saying Relay for Life, go Bruins. 1, 2, 3. Relay for Life, go Bruins!
Thank you so much for your support, Ms. Val. Hi, everyone. My name's Austin, and I've been our mission chair for the past year.
And I'm Jillian, the Survivorship and Caregiver Engagement Chair.
And we would like to welcome you to this year's virtual Relay for Life. We're so excited to see you all here today. Cancer is a disease that has impacted the lives of many people, and the money we've raised together and continue to raise going forward will make such a huge difference.
The money we have raised goes towards patient services and cancer research. Some of the patient services include Hope Lodges, where individuals have a place to stay close to the hospital when they don't live nearby. Look Good, Feel Better, another one of the services offered by the American Cancer Society, provides wigs for people when they lose their hair and gives the opportunity to feel more confident as they go through their treatments. Money raised can be contributed to research grants, which has led to the development of successful treatments and ultimately more cancer survivors.
I'd like to now introduce our first guest speaker for the survivorship ceremony, Joni Tuji. She's a fellow Bruin, a mother, a two-time breast cancer survivor, and since becoming a survivor, she has been very involved with the American Cancer Society and supporting other survivors. Volunteering with Reach to Recovery, she provides support and guidance for breast cancer survivors as they go through their own treatments. In addition, Joni has held different leadership positions at Relay, chaired ACS's Cancer Prevention Survey, and is currently the chair for Bark for Life of Santa Anita Park, a fundraising event for canine caregivers and cancer survivors. As a survivor and a proud Bruin, Joni jumped at the chance to be a part of our survivorship ceremony and speak with you all today. Please also welcome Joni Tuji.
Hi, thank you for having me as your opening speaker for the Relay for Life of UCLA. I know this is a crazy time right now with this coronavirus pandemic, but I'm glad you still decided to have this event. Despite how difficult it is with the coronavirus, we hope that it's going to be short term, as tragic as it is. But we are here today to fight against a disease that's been around for centuries, and that is cancer. My name is Joni Tuji, and I am a two-time breast cancer survivor. 30 years ago next month, I graduated from this wonderful institution, UCLA. I was a proud UCLA Bruin. When I was here as a student, I participated in the UCLA Rally Committee, going to all of the football games, doing the card stunts, going to the home basketball games, and I was even fortunate enough to participate in what was then called the Nissan Super Shot. Made the layup, made the free throw, three-point shot, ran all the way to half court, but didn't quite make it to win the car. But I did get a car stereo out of it, so that was pretty cool. Flash forward now, 30 years later, and now I'm here today. I'm a two-time breast cancer survivor. I have 2 kids, one of whom will be an incoming freshman this year at either UCLA if they take them off of the wait list or USC as a spring admit. 30 years have gone by and a lot has changed. For one, I grew up and I have a few Trojan friends. So honestly, I've come to realize that having a son attending that school across the way might not be so bad. But why do I bring up that school across town anyway? Well, for one, they invited me to be their opening speaker at their Relay for Life of USC. And also because I wanted to mention, of course, that cancer doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter if you went to UCLA, if you went to USC, if you are old or young, rich or poor, Democrat or Republican. It's an equal opportunity killer. As I mentioned, I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. My breast cancer is what's known as triple negative, which means that it doesn't use hormones to develop. It doesn't use progesterone, estrogen, HER2, any of that. So therefore, it is much more fatal. In 2009, when I had it, my now senior was in first grade, and my younger son, who is a freshman in high school now, was 3, just in preschool. I had a lumpectomy, I had chemotherapy, I had radiation, and I thought I was done. No. Flash forward 9 years later to 2018. And what happens? I get breast cancer in the other breast. Same type, triple negative. Not a recurrence, a brand new primary breast cancer. One of the things they don't tell you when cancer comes back is they can't give you the same drugs that you did before. Back in 2009, when I was investigating and looking things up on the internet, I read how a lot of people who are triple negative like me were given a particular drug called adriamycin, otherwise known as the Red Devil. I asked my oncologist back in 2009 why she didn't give that to me. She told me then that she was afraid to give it to me because she was afraid that it would damage my heart. Flash forward to 2018. She tells me what type of chemo is she going to give me? She's going to give me that adriamycin. I was shocked and I was scared. In 9 years, you're telling me you couldn't come up with some other medicine, some other chemo, some other drug? When the nurse came out to give me that drug, she was gowned from head to toe. She had a face shield. everything, gloves, head to toe. I was shocked and I was scared because she was never dressed like that prior to other times when she was giving me the chemo. She said if that drug would touch her skin even, that could hurt her. And that really scared me. And I cried. I broke down. I was scared. I did it the required times, 4 times, and I hoped that it wouldn't damage my heart. Then I go to a cardiologist who checks my heart and is afraid that it might have affected my aortic valve, but isn't sure. So now I have to add cardiologists to my long list of doctors that I have to see. But now what scares me is with this coronavirus, could I possibly be one of those people at increased risk of dying from that disease? Anyway, my cancer experience of 2018 was much different than it was in 2009. For one, I'm much stronger now. I was strong in 2009, but after 2018, I feel that I got stronger. I don't want to say that I'm glad that I got cancer, but it's made me a fighter, a stronger, more confident person than I was back in 2009, especially pre-cancer. I tell the story of how I was lying on that cold steel table having radiation in 2009 when the tech who would, after setting me up, would run out behind tons of thick steel so that she would not be exposed to the radiation. And I remember thinking to myself then, I hope that my sons never have to hear the words, "You have cancer," and be afraid from it. And that was when I made my vow to get involved with the American Cancer Society. I became a Reach to Recovery volunteer where I work with newly diagnosed breast cancer survivors to let them know what it's like and what I had to go through. I've also, of course, participated in Relay for Life from 2010 to now. I've also now become the Bark for Life chair for our Relay for Life of Santa Anita Park. I heard about Relay from a fellow survivor in my cancer support community, which is now the cancer support community, which used to be called the wellness community. I made some great friends, but one of the reasons why I didn't do the support group this time around was I lost all but maybe 1 or 2 of my friends that I had made when I participated in that. In fact, in the past several months, my best friend, who I met here at UCLA, lost one of her sisters within a month of diagnosis from breast cancer. My former supervisor died of liver cancer, within 6 weeks of diagnosis. A high school classmate's younger brother, who also attended UCLA, died from glioblastoma. And someone who is my favorite person that I would see at the bank all the time was diagnosed and is now going through treatment for stage 4 ovarian cancer. And 2 people close to me lost their beloved dogs to cancer because, yes, cancer kills dogs as well. Cancer has taken too many of our loved ones. However, I do have to remind myself that there is more to life than cancer. A few months ago, my younger son, who I mentioned is a freshman in high school, marched on New Year's Day in front of a national audience participating in the Outback Bowl. And hopefully, if this coronavirus allows us to, he will be marching down Colorado Boulevard in the Rose Parade this coming year in 2021. So there is life after cancer. I have to live each day. That's why the name of my team is Living for the Future. I proudly wear my Relay shirts all the time. People must think that that is the only thing that I wear. But I want to tell you a story. One day, I was pulling out my shirt and I saw my shirt from 2013. This was a Survivor shirt back then. Normally it usually just says Survivor, but in 2013 it had names. And mine said, "I am hope." I proudly wore that shirt. I read the back, and that year in 2013, I was proud to wear something that said, "I am hope." So I look at it. I remind myself every day that I'm still here for a reason. I endured cancer twice, and I fought back. I think of that great fight song of 1985 called Never Surrender by Corey Hart. And when the night is cold and dark, you can see the light. No one can take away your right to fight and to never surrender. We are all here today for one reason: to fight, to defeat cancer, to never surrender, and to inspire others to join us in this fight. Look at me. Look at the other survivors in your lives and around you. We are hope. So let's win the fight. Let's go. Let's go, Bruins.
Thank you so much for sharing your amazing story, Joni. Now it's time to hear from and celebrate all of our survivors today. We get to see how brave every single one of these people are and see that they are proof that the work we're doing does make a difference.
Hi, my name is Victor Martinez, and I'm cancer-free for 10 years.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm 7 years cancer-free.
My name's Eric Zamaripa, and I've been 14 years cancer-free.
Hi, my name is Jillian, and I'm 4 years cancer-free.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I've been cancer-free for almost 5 years.
Hi, my name is Lori and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I am a breast cancer survivor. I have been cancer-free now for 2 years. Last year, I was able to participate in the UCLA Relive for Life. I hope that you will consider supporting Relive for Life programs and also Colleges Against Cancer in hopes of finding a cure.
Happy Relay, everyone. I'm Jordan. I'm a 4th year comm major and film minor. I had spitzoid melanoma, and I'm now 8 years cancer-free.
Hi, I'm Candy Sherwin. In October of 2004, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was very fortunate to be followed by an excellent team of doctors and taken care of and supported by a wonderful family and group of friends. I was very blessed, and because of that, today I'm able to celebrate being 15 and a half years cancer-free.
Joni Tsuji, 2-time breast cancer survivor, triple-negative breast cancer survivor, 2009 and 2018.
Hi, I'm Jenny Pence, and I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I was cancer-free for 10 years the first time, and now I have been cancer-free for 5 months this time.
Hi, my name is Hugh Fisher. I am a prostate cancer survivor. I have been clean from prostate cancer for approximately 5 years. It will be 5 years, Labor Day of this year. If I had a message to give to all the men out there, if you'd like to save your own life, it's very simple. When you have your physical done, get a blood check asking for a PSA test.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and I am 4 years cancer-free.
Hi, Relay for Life. My name is Carly Peterson, and I am a survivor. I was diagnosed with colon cancer during my senior year of high school, and now I'm proud to say that I'm 3.5 years cancer-free.
Please share the cancer survivors in your life in the chat now. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, an actress known for her work as Lieutenant Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica, as well as starring in Riddick, Longmire, The Flash, and currently Another Life on Netflix. Katie Sackhoff is well known for using her platform to promote causes she is passionate about, having co-founded the Acting Outlaws, a motorcycle riding charity organization that works to benefit causes such as the Gulf Restoration Network, the Humane Society, and the Foundation for AIDS Research. Soon after wrapping filming for Battlestar Galactica, Katie was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Her strong will and positive outlook on life were an integral part of her battle, and she has now been in remission for over 10 years. As such an inspirational survivor herself, it was no surprise that Katie was willing to help Relay for Life's mission to aid the American Cancer Society. Here to share her takeaways from her experience with cancer, please welcome actress Katie Sackhoff.
Hi, my name is Katie Sackhoff. I am an actress and I am also a cancer survivor. First of all, thank you so much for participating in this fundraiser to support the American Cancer Society. If there's anything that I learned through my fight with cancer, it was that a support system is vitally important. American Cancer Society is that support system for so many people, and they continue to fund research and spread the word about prevention. So thank you so much. The thing that became very clear to me when I was diagnosed with my thyroid cancer at 27 was that every day was a gift. In my industry, people so often complain about their age and their wrinkles and all of the things that come with the age and the wrinkles. And I learned that aging is a gift. Wrinkles mean that you smile and you laugh a lot. And I learned that those things are so important in life. And I will be grateful for every day that I have and live every day to the fullest. And I think that's the thing that I've learned that was most important. That has rubbed off on my family and friends as well. I have a burning desire to be alive and to live life. So thank you to the American Cancer Society for everything that you do. Thank you for all of you for participating in this fundraiser. It really means the world to me and my family. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Katie. Now let's see if everyone's been practicing the relay dance. We will check on Abby with that during our commercial break. But first, we'll have a skin cancer education spotlight brought to you by Nina and Chris from the Fight Back Committee.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Nina.
We're from the Fight Back Committee of Colleges Against Cancer at UCLA, and we're going to talk about skin cancer.
In Southern California, the weather looks like this pretty much every day, bright and sunny with no clouds in sight. In fact, the average UV index in Los Angeles is consistently above 6 from March through October, getting up to an average of 11 in July. Unprotected exposure to UV rays damages the DNA in skin cells, producing genetic defects or mutations that can lead to skin cancer.
With that in mind, it isn't that surprising that skin cancer is the most common form of cancer, both in the US and worldwide. Sun damage accumulates over the years, from prolonged outdoor exposure and from simple activities like walking the dog and bringing in the mail.
Your best chance of preventing skin cancer is by protecting your skin from UV radiation. This means wearing a hat and sunscreen. It can take as little as 15 minutes of being outside in the sun to get sunburned, so make sure to use it even if you don't think you'll be out for a long time.
When it comes to choosing a sunscreen, SPF isn't as important as it seems. There's less than 1.6% of difference in protection between SPF 30, 50, and 60. So while a higher SPF might block more UV radiation, it's only a tiny difference. Any SPF is fine.
What matters more is how you apply it. 30 minutes before going outside, and then every 2 hours afterwards or after swimming.
So whether you're going to the beach or just going outside for a walk, remember to apply your sunscreen. If you or someone you care about has been impacted by skin cancer, please consider donating today.
One of the co-marketing chairs for this year. Also I have the true honor of directing this year's virtual Relay for Life event. And I'm also going to be hosting a little segment for a little dance time with what we learned with Colleen's tutorial. So hopefully y'all have been practicing, okay? Like throughout. Even though I know y'all have had to pay attention with survivorship ceremony. Hopefully y'all have been practicing. So basically how dance cam is going to work, I'm going to go invade the big Zoom watch party in a few seconds. I'll give a few stragglers to join. So you're going to have your spotlight for maybe like 3 seconds. So you better start dancing right now. All of those people who are in the Zoom watch party, start dancing right now. participating. Don't worry if you did not get your spotlight. I'll be sure to, you'll be sure to have more chances. Thanks. Alright, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Alright, coming in first is Team Irene 2.0. Coming in second, Pi Phi. Coming in third, Alpha Chi Kisses Cancer Goodbye. And top 4, Cops Against Cancer. And top 5, Team World. Keep doing a good job in fundraising. Thank you for helping us reach our goals. Let's look at the top individuals. Coming in first, Samantha Jeffrey. Second, Ryan Anderson. Third, Sam Rafferty. Fourth, Jennifer Thompson. And fifth, alright. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. There will be more chances to get your spotlight, so be on the lookout and keep practicing your dance moves. And now we are going to go to one of the most awaited segments of Virtual Relay, which is Mr. Relay.
Hello, and welcome to Mr. Relay 2020. I am your host and MC, Matt Donald, and alongside with me is nobody, because I am in quarantine and social distancing. So, the winner of this pageant will be crowned Mr. Relay 2020. All of the proceeds will be going to the UCLA Relay for Life, and the benefits of the proceeds will be under the Mr. Relay 2020's team. So, how do you become Mr. Relay 2020? Two things. Instagram, because we all love Instagram. I'm guilty of it too. Instagram, the post that gets the most likes, and then Venmo. So whoever gets the most Venmo donations will be crowned Mr. Relay 2020. The very prestigious, might I add, Mr. Relay 2020. So, without further ado, let me introduce our contestants.
Nolan Locke, Turlock, California. My favorite quarantine activity is playing with my kitten, Cora. This is 36 quarters. Shane Nante, Long Beach, California. One thing you wouldn't know about me just by looking at me is that I was actually super into the performing arts my whole life. So my 3 years of middle school, I did chorus all 3 years. In high school, I did 4 years of acting. Starting my junior year, I did 2 years of private guitar lessons once a week. And then last summer, I actually recorded a hit single named Love Spell and put it on Spotify and SoundCloud. So fun fact about me, about 4 years ago, I actually became a Lakers meme. So basically, me and my grandfather are huge Lakers fans. So he buys me front row tickets with him to one of the preseason games against the Portland Trailblazers. And it's a super close game the entire time. And at the very end, this player who we expect to shoot a three and miss it, because he was not a very good player, runs and slams it. Complete slam dunk. So we're all cheering. Me and my grandfather are jumping up and down and going absolutely crazy. Little did we know that we were on national television, like being filmed the entire dance. So 2 days later, my sister's friend texts my sister and asks if it was me in this overnight 1,000 viewed, 1,000 like Laker meme that was posted by some big account. So that was the moment that I realized I had officially become a Laker meme. So my talent is a singer-songwriter, so I will be performing a part of my newly written song, Green Eyes. Hope you enjoy.
In your green eyes, I was lost in a world of grace, and I pray to God that I see it again in your face. When I kissed you, I felt my heart race a million miles. When I think about you, it always makes me smile. When I saw you for the first time without your clothes, you were so beautiful that I think I might have froze. 'Cause baby girl, what do I need to do to make you mine? 'Cause I won't sleep if I leave you behind. And baby girl, I would love you like I was St. Valentine. 'Cause I can't help it since I felt the first time that I stared into your green eye.
Hope you enjoyed. Remember to vote for Shane Nante for Mr. Relay, and let's beat cancer together.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe Lee from Los Angeles, California, and I'm representing UCLA and the Colleges Against Cancer. Fun fact about me is I have two pet turtles named Jake and Teddy, who you can meet here. So, my question is, what is the theme song to your life and why? And I've decided to go with Jolene by Dolly Parton because it sounds like my name, Joe Lee, and it's just a great song. Who doesn't like Dolly Parton? So let me play that in the background, and my talent is solving chess puzzles. So my goal is to solve 15 in the amount of time I have. So that was checkmate. This is also checkmate. This looks like a free piece. This looks like checkmate. This looks like a free queen. This is soon to be checkmate. Let's see. Let's grab the rook for free. This, I give check, winning the bishop. Here, I give check first, then take the bishop. Here, I threaten mate. Here, I give check. I give another check, take with the queen. Here, I give checkmate. Here, I give check and checkmate. Here, I take the rook, discover check, and checkmate. Here I give check and win the queen. And the last one here, I give a fork, winning the bishop. So that's it for me. Thank you all so much. Thanks for all the support, and take care, guys. See ya.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Fanuff and I am a third year environmental science student. I'm from New York originally and I am a triathlete. I have raced in numerous triathlons, and I've done a few half Ironmans. And my question is, what is your favorite quarantine activity? I would have to say I've been doing a lot of hiking, some backcountry skiing. Really love going out to the mountains any chance I can. And with a little extra time, it's easy to go out and social distance at the peaks. For my talent, I will be singing Night Changes by One Direction. Going out tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Everything she never had, she's showing off. Driving too fast, moon is breaking through her hair. She's heading for something that she won't forget. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about it lately. Does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change for me and you.
What's up, my name's Louis, I'm from San Diego, California. Fun fact, I have one kidney. If you're a genie in a bottle and you grant me one wish, I'd probably wish for another kidney just in case.
You my Chick-fil-A, you're my number one. With the lemonade, raise our sons, train them in the faith, do temptations, make sure they're wide awake. Follow Jesus.
If you could spend the day with one celebrity, who would it be and what would you do? If I could spend the day with one celebrity, I would choose Morgan Freeman. I would have him spend all day just narrating my normal everyday life.
Ian Orange, Salinas, California.
So my question was, do I know how to make the TikTok iced coffee? You tell me. So to stick with the TikTok trend, I'm going to be performing the dance Rasputin. Okay, here we go. Alright, so if you like what you saw, maybe give me a like, I don't know.
Julie Adam, I don't know where I am, but I'm not paying rent! Alright, so my question is, what is one thing we wouldn't know about you just by looking at you? Hey everyone, Julian here. So, something you may not know about me is that I actually really hate roller coasters, and it's because when I was a lot younger, I was maybe like 8, my mom and my sister, who were both, a lot older than me at the time, they were like, let's go on this fun ride, it's really great. It's called the Demon. And I went on it, and I've been petrified ever since, so thank you to the Demon from Great America. Hey everyone, welcome to my bar. So I'm going to show you 3 things that you need to make a drink I call the relay. So first you're going to need community, then you're going to need excellence, and last but not least, you're going to need a little bit of love. Alright? So let's get to it.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Cause everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark.
There's a relay.
Austin Cook, San Pedro, California. How would I describe my perfect date? My perfect date would start with dinner at a nice restaurant. If from the LA area, I would recommend going to Din Tai Fung, which is just a good restaurant that has fantastic food. It's a great atmosphere to have a good conversation with your date. Plus, you can show off your good chopstick skills. That's always a bonus. And then afterwards, I like to continue the conversation and go through a nice walk through a park. Hopefully run into a good place so we can get dessert like ice cream. That's always good. And then just to top the night off, we can go back to either one of our places and watch just a nice movie. I like to watch this nice, kind of a feel-good French movie. It's about this aspiring chef that wants to prove that anyone can cook.
Wait, wasn't that our first date?
I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so for my talent, I'm going to be solving not even a 3x3, a 4x4 Rubik's Cube while colorblind. So we'll see how it goes. Just gotta mix this up really quick. So just the way this works, or how I'm going to do it, is so we have these middles. So we want this to be all white, and then this to be all yellow, just like these two here.
That's not how that works.
Well, we're going to figure it out. I know you guys are probably on the edge of your seats right now at home. And boom, all done. Would you look at that? A perfectly solved 4x4 Rubik's Cube.
Wow, that was fantastic, guys. Thank you to everyone who participated, but unfortunately, there can only be one winner for Mr. Relay 2020. So without further ado, if I can have a drum roll, please. I'm going to pause because I'm dramatic. So the winner of Mr. Relay 2020 is going to be announced at the closing ceremony. So make sure you get your votes in before 3:30. I told you this is going to be dramatic.
Sorry to keep everyone in anticipation like that, but can we all just give a big thanks to Matt Donald for hosting Mr. Relay for us? Now I'd like to give a quick recap on how voting for the winner of Mr. Relay 2020 will work. So just as a reminder, there are 2 different ways in which you can vote for who you want to be crowned the winner. First, you can go to our Instagram at UCLA Relay and like the photo of the post of the contestant that you want to win. And secondly, you can Venmo us at UCLA-CAC with the description contestant number blank. And for every $1 that you donate, 2 votes will get counted towards that person. Just as a reminder, the winner of Mr. Relay will be the person that has the highest combination of overall votes via Instagram and votes via donations at Venmo. And the winner of Mr. Relay 2020 is going to get all the funds collected for Mr. Relay donated to them and their team. Make sure to get all your votes in by 3:30 p.m. so we can announce the winner to you at closing ceremony. Thanks, guys.
Oh my god! It's dance cam again, so I'm going to invade the Zoom call, the big Zoom call right now. So if you guys don't know, we have a big Zoom virtual relay watch party, and I'm gonna go invade and put people on the spotlight for their 3 seconds of fame. So I'm gonna go in a few seconds. So get ready. Yep, it's dance cam again. Alright, I'm queuing up the music again. There's gonna be more chances, so be ready. All right, we're gonna continue this commercial break with Fight Back's Lung Cancer Spotlight. So take it away.
Oh hey, I didn't realize you still smoked.
Yeah, I didn't really see the harm in it. The worst it can do is weaken my lungs a little bit once I'm really old, right?
It gets a little more serious than that. 80 to 90% of lung cancer-related deaths are linked to smoking. It's true that other factors exist, like a chemical called radon, but smoking is one of the most potent risk factors known to be associated with lung cancer.
Really? What does smoking actually do to the body?
Well, the way the lungs normally look is that they're bright pink and, they're healthy, they're compliant and flexible, but cigarette tar can build up in them over time and it damages them. So the end result can range from lung cancer to lung paralysis, even to other conditions.
Okay, I get that it's bad, but what's the harm in it? The worst case scenario is that I only hurt myself, and it probably won't kick in until I get old anyway.
Not exactly. While it is true that 2/3 of diagnoses are usually in people over age 65, it's not always the case, especially for heavy smokers, where the risk is a lot higher and the recommendation is to get screened frequently. And on top of that, you risk impacting lots of other people.
But wouldn't the cancer only impact me? Not like it can be contagious or infectious.
Right, but think about secondhand smoke. It's not even only dangerous because of cancer. In adults, being around smokers constantly can increase the risk of cardiovascular and respiratory diseases also. In just the US, secondhand smoke kills like 42,000 people a year.
Wow, it's a lot more serious than I thought. Thanks for telling me about this. I definitely want to do my part to prevent lung cancer and other conditions, so I don't think I ever want to smoke again.
Hi, everyone. We hope you are enjoying our first virtual Relay for Life event so far, and I hope you are safe and healthy. My name is Justin Chang, and I am the Cancer Education Chair for UCLA Colleges Against Cancer. Together with my co-chair, the Advocacy Chair Shane Simon, we lead the Fight Back Committee to encourage cancer education and advocacy throughout the UCLA campus. 75% of the money that the American Cancer Society raises goes directly towards cancer research, over $7 million of which go to research here at UCLA. This 75% also goes to patient support, prevention information, education, as well as detection and treatment. For example, ACS has established Hope Lodges across the United States for patients and caretakers to stay and make transportation for treatment easier, as well as the Road to Recovery program that provides free rides for patients to and from their treatment centers. Earlier this week, I put on a week of cancer ed leading up to this virtual Relay for Life event. The amazing members of our Fight Back Committee have put up educational videos about various topics: brain cancer, leukemia, colorectal cancer, and the relationship of diet and nutrition to cancer. I highly encourage you to watch these videos on our Facebook sometime if you haven't already. Earlier today during the event, you saw cancer education commercials, also made by our Fight Back members for skin cancer and lung cancer. During the Fight Back ceremony, we will be highlighting 3 different organizations to educate you on 4 other types of cancer. We encourage all of you to spread this information to everyone you know, as education is an essential step to fighting back against cancer. Up first, we have a short video from another organization on campus, Bruins Fighting Pediatric Cancer, that will talk about what they do, their mission, as well as some facts about pediatric cancer.
Hi, I'm Marissa Liu. I'm the current president of Bruins Fighting Pediatric Cancer. We're a UCLA student organization where our mission is never letting cancer cloud the joy of being a kid. We'd like to show our support for Relay for Life and the fight against cancer.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a member of BFPC, Bruins Fighting Pediatric Cancer. I'm a pediatric cancer activist because the NCI's annual budget that goes towards fundraising for pediatric cancer is way too little considering how devastating this disease is. This is why it's very important to me to keep raising awareness about pediatric cancer, so that the kids may receive the best care possible and one day survive without any further complications.
To briefly introduce ourselves, our club's motto is, never letting cancer cloud the joy of being a kid. We do this by being actively involved in patient care, education to raise awareness, and to fundraise money for biomedical research. There are also many ways to make a difference, and anyone can get involved.
First of all, what is pediatric cancer? Pediatric cancer is cancer in children usually between age 0 to 14, but broadly includes young adults above 14 years old. The most important and striking fact here is that childhood cancer is the leading cause of death by disease in children under the age of 19 in the U.S.
Over the past 50 years, the 5-year survival rate of pediatric cancer patients has increased from 10% to about 90%. And this is all thanks to the hardworking people in the hospitals and laboratories who continue to serve the patients and their families. However, surviving does not mean the patient's quality of life is completely restored, as they can experience negative side effects from the toxic chemotherapy treatment or even develop secondary cancers.
It is because of these negative secondary effects that we as BFPC members care about continuing to raise awareness surrounding pediatric cancer. On top of this, only 4% of the National Cancer Institute's annual budget goes towards funding pediatric cancer research. This is not a lot, considering that this is a very devastating cost for the kids who suffer from this disease. This is why, as BFPC members, we continue to fundraise for pediatric cancer research in a hope to raise the survival rate even more, reduce the chronic conditions, and also reduce reoccurrence.
Hi, I'm Kensei. So in closing, I would like to thank Colleges Against Cancer for organizing Relay for Life virtually this year. As BFPC, we participate in Relay for Life every year, and we come very prepared and make very decorative tents, which you can see the pictures of on the slide. We also have a lot of fun and feel a very strong sense of community in showing support with others on campus for this very important cause. We also learn a lot through stories of others, and our determination to keep advocating for patients and their families becomes even stronger after hearing every story and looking at every lantern. It's sad that we cannot participate physically this year, but we appreciate the opportunity to show our support virtually through this presentation. So thank you.
BFPC supports Relay for Life.
Once again, huge thanks to BFPC for taking the time to put together a video for us. We appreciate your dedication to Relay every single year. Up next, we have a video from the Advocacy Chair, Shane Simon, about the nation's leading advocacy organization, the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network.
Hey everyone, my name's Shane Simon, and I'm this year's Advocacy Chair for UCLA Colleges Against Cancer. I just want to start out by saying thank you so much for participating in our very first virtual Relay for Life. With this video, I just want to talk to you all a little bit about the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, or ACS-CAN, and all of the advocacy pushes that UCLA Colleges Against Cancer has been putting on this year. As Advocacy Chair, I've had the pleasure to lead the amazing Fight Back Committee with my co-chair Justin, who you've seen, and as a committee, we've done so much to help advocate for cancer patients and survivors. Through our educational rallies, we've gotten hundreds of petition signatures that are used to help encourage our representatives in Congress and in the Senate to support and prioritize cancer patients and survivors. Another advocacy push that we did was sending personalized letters to our own representatives, encouraging them to reject the administration's proposed $3 billion cuts to cancer research funding and prevention programs at the CDC. These cuts would obviously be devastating to cancer patients, not only in limiting their access to healthcare, but also in slowing down the efforts of researchers across the nation in finding the cure that we're all fighting for. All of these advocacy pushes were made possible through the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, or ACS-CAN. ACS-CAN is the nation's top advocacy organization working to save more lives from cancer through involvement, influence, and impact. ACS-CAN works to educate the public, elected officials, and candidates about the devastating impact that cancer has on public health and encourages them to make cancer a top priority. Now that you've all learned about ACS CAN and the advocacy pushes that we've done, I have a little way for you all to get involved and be advocates yourself. You'll also be entered into a raffle to win some skin cancer prevention goodies, including some awesome shades, lip balm, sunscreen, and some cancer awareness goodies as well. So all you have to do is go to the website fightcancer.org, which is the official ACS CAN website. Then you can hover over the Take Action tab and click on Actions. Once you're there, look through all the events and all the petitions and see which one you're interested in, and then click on it. After you fill out all your information, take a screenshot of the Thank You for Taking Action screen, and then send that screenshot to the email uclacacfightback@gmail.com. I also want to encourage you all to register to be members of ACS CAN. All it takes is a $10 donation, and it gives you tons of resources to help support this amazing cause. If you want to do that, you could go ahead and join at the Support Our Work tab on their website, and this will also count as an additional entry into the raffle if you send us proof of your joining. I hope you all learned about ACS CAN and ways in which you can advocate for cancer patients and survivors. Be sure to send in your screenshots to the email, and maybe you could be the one to win the Cancer Awareness Goodie Bag. Now, the UCLA School of Dentistry Oral Cancer Committee has an awesome informative video about oral cancer. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we are from the Oral Cancer Committee from UCLA School of Dentistry, and today we would like to share with you some important information that you should know about oral cancer.
Oral cancer is cancer of the mouth and the throat, and this can occur anywhere in the mouth, but the places you'll especially see it are on the back border of the tongue, the underside of the tongue, floor of the mouth, and in the back of the throat. And these locations aren't very obvious, and so oral cancer in these regions can be frequently missed.
Oral cancer alone kills more than 10,000 people in the US annually. It is the 8th most common cancer in males and the 12th most common cancer in females. The 5-year survival rate is around 64%, but it really depends on how early the oral cancer is detected.
Some additional important statistics to know of include the fact that men are 2 times as likely to develop oral cancer than women. Also, cigarette smoking is attributed to 80 to 90% of all oral cancer cases. It is important to take note of the rising prevalence of oral cancer in women, the younger population, and in non-smokers.
So what exactly causes oral cancer? Well, research has shown that oral cancer seems to be associated with the use of tobacco, such as smoking cigarettes, cigars, and pipes, or by using snuff, dip, and spit tobacco. Regularly drinking excessive amounts of alcohol has also been linked to oral cancer. Also, some specific types of human papillomavirus, or HPV, can lead to oral cancer, as well as diets low in healthy fruits and vegetables or vitamin A.
So oral cancer can present as a sore in the mouth that doesn't heal for an extended period of time, or it can appear as a white or a red patch on the gums, tongue, or floor of the mouth. And any unusual bleeding, pain, or numbness in the mouth should also be noted. And if you have any difficulty moving your tongue, lips, or cheeks, those are also severe symptoms. And I know that pain when chewing or swallowing can also appear, but some of these symptoms present for other conditions, so it's important that if you do note them in your mouth or in someone that you know, they should go and seek medical care.
However, you should know that most oral cancer sores do not really hurt until they have been in your mouth for quite a long time. This means that many of the earlier cancerous lesions frequently go unnoticed by patients and their doctors until the cancer has progressed.
In oral cancer, early detection is key. The 5-year survival rate with early detection is as great as 80%, while with late-stage detection, it's only 17%. The earlier the diagnosis of oral cancer, the better your chances for survival. Self-exams can help you detect oral cancer early. Simply check your face, mouth, and throat to see if you notice any changes. As always, report any changes to your dentist.
It is very important that you see your dentist every year for an oral cancer screening exam. An oral cancer screening exam is non-invasive, and it involves your dentist looking inside your mouth, checking for sores and for lumps. It is important that your dentist checks for oral cancer as part of an annual checkup.
Thank you so much for your attention. We hope that you found this information useful and that you choose to share this valuable information with your family and friends. If you would like more information about oral cancer, or if you would like to see images of what oral cancer can look like in the mouth, you can visit the website oralcancerfoundation.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you, UCLA School of Health, for offering some facts on oral cancer. I highly encourage everyone to check out oralcancerfoundation.org. My name is Kenya from the Fight Back Committee, and we are pleased to introduce our next speaker from the Rivkin Center. The Rivkin Center is a nonprofit in Seattle whose mission is to improve women's health by helping them prevent, detect early, and survive ovarian and breast cancer. They do this by investing in cutting-edge ovarian cancer research, educating the community at Pac-12 campuses, and by fostering an ever-growing community of survivors, patients, clinicians, and volunteers. Rivkin EDU is all about empowering the individual in a fun, fear-free, and frank way. Lauren Grabowski, a UCLA graduate, a Rivkin EDU ambassador, and a Rivkin EDU health instructor, is here with us today to talk about how we can know more about our bodies and about how we can become advocates for our own health.
Hello, Relay for Life 2020. I'm so excited to be on your computer screen right now. I wish we were there in person, but this is great, and I'm so happy to be supporting Relay for Life virtually. My name is Lauren Grabowski. I'm currently a Master's of Social Welfare and Public Health student at UCLA, and actually graduated from UCLA in undergrad. So I'm a triple Bruin, and I'm very excited to be here. I'm also here with the Rivkin Center, and I'm a health educator. The Rivkin Center is all about improving women's health by helping them prevent, detect early, and survive both breast and ovarian cancer. So we will be going over a health education workshop for both breast and ovarian health today. So during these unprecedented times with COVID-19, we are committed now more than ever to not only our mission for women's health, but also the overall health and well-being of our community. Given the pandemic, we have pivoted to virtual events, not only for the safety of our own staff, but also for the entire community. And so be patient with us as we pivot to virtual. This is actually my first virtual event, and I'm really excited to be here. And we're grateful that we have this opportunity to go virtual. And we look forward to the next time we can see you in person. But today we're excited to talk about breast and ovarian health. So there's 3 main takeaways that you will get from this workshop. We want you to know your body, we want you to know what's normal, and if something changes, we want a red flag to go up in your head and be like, wow, I should really do something. So number 2 is to be proactive about your health. So what this means is to have a provider that you know and that you trust, and that you honestly can feel comfortable telling them, hey, this thing about my body, like even saying the B word, breast, feels a little weird. Do you mind checking this out? We want you to feel comfortable with your provider. Lastly, we want you to share what you learn with your family and friends, and also consider hosting an hour-long free Rivkin workshop. This one will be about 10 minutes, but our full workshops are an hour, so please consider that. And before we jump into the curriculum, I want to share a brief story of why I'm so passionate about this curriculum. I am actually a cancer survivor. At the age of 21, my senior year at UCLA, I was studying for an exam, and I reached for my neck and I felt a lump. And as a UCLA senior, I didn't want to think about it. I realized that it was different and not normal, but honestly, I didn't have time. I was in the middle of midterms, and I was like, I'm young, I'm healthy, everything's probably fine. And so it actually took my roommate dragging me to the ASH Center and my mom saying, hey, you need to advocate for yourself, to get myself to an appointment and eventually start 6 months of chemo and become a 4-year cancer survivor. And so I'm here because I'm passionate about specifically young adults knowing their body and knowing when to do something when something feels a little bit off. So what is cancer? Cancer is uncontrolled growth of cells that interferes with the body's function. So 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime, and 1 in 75 women will be diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So why do we teach these two together? Well, first of all, they're often genetically linked. And second of all, getting older and being a woman is the biggest risk factor for both cancers. So what can we do to be proactive? One of the biggest things is just knowing your body and knowing what's normal for you, but also recognizing that there's 3 factors that contribute to cancer risk. These are genetics, environment, and lifestyle. So that's what we'll be going over today, those 3 factors and why it's so important to know your body and how can you know your body. So the first thing we'll be going over is breast cancer and breast cancer symptoms. So I've asked my 2 favorite volunteers to help me with this part, my mom and my fiance, Chris. And so what we're gonna do is actually map out your breast tissue. So we're gonna put 3 fingers up and we're gonna put 1 hand up and we're gonna go to our clavicle first, and we're gonna move to our armpits right here because there's actually some lymph nodes in your armpits. We're gonna go to your little piece of back fat back here and give yourself a little COVID hug. Probably missing some hugs right now. And then you're gonna go down and you're gonna almost hit your rib cage. And this is actually all of your breast tissue. It's not just the breast fat. So you wanna make sure when you're aware of your breast tissue that you're covering that whole area and just being aware of your body. So if anything was abnormal in that area, thank you for being such a good listener, Mom. Then this would be the time to go find a professional that you know and trust. Thank you. Go. So now that we know where our breast tissue is, let's talk about how you can be aware of your body. You have to look at your breast tissue and breast fat frequently. Make sure that you cover this whole area when you're checking. You can check in the shower, you can check lying down. I've heard people lean over and just check their breast this way because they feel like it's easier to check. And so what are you looking for? There's a couple of breast cancer symptoms. The most frequent one that we hear is a lump, and the lump can be the size of a ping pong, it could be the size of a pea, it could feel like a Twinkie, it could feel like uncooked rice, but there's a lot of other symptoms that we want you to be aware of. It can be red, maybe it looks like a rash, dimpling, inverted nipple, discharge, blood might be coming from the nipple. So it's important to know all of these different symptoms and do something about it if you see them. So how long should you wait? If you see a symptom and it's been there for 2 weeks, and it's our 2 favorite P words, persistent and progressive, for over 2 weeks, then we really recommend that you go to a provider that you know and trust and be proactive about your health. So yeah, that's breast cancer, and so now we're gonna move to ovarian cancer. So I'm actually gonna ask Chris to come back up here, and we're gonna do a quick game of charades, and I'm gonna act out some ovarian cancer symptoms. And let's see if he gets it.
All right.
Okay.
Stomach pain, bloating.
Bloating. Okay. Kind of what you were just saying.
Pain, achy pain, belly ache, pelvic pain.
Yeah.
Oh, food doesn't taste right.
Yeah, difficulty eating.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, gotta go to the bathroom all the time.
Yes, good job. Okay, you're free to go.
Okay, wow.
So ovarian cancer signs and symptoms are bloating, pelvic or abdominal pain, difficulty eating, and urinary symptoms. So usually when I'm in my workshop, these women are like, Lauren, I feel a lot of those symptoms once a month. What's up? I'm freaking out right now. And this is the hard part about ovarian cancer, is that a lot of these symptoms are common. But the main thing is know you're normal, and if something's not normal, find a provider that you know and trust and tell them about these symptoms. For me, I go to the bathroom like all the time because I drink so much water and I believe my bladder is smaller. So I probably go every hour and a half to 2 hours. Maybe that doesn't seem like a lot to you, but what if I was going to the bathroom every 5 minutes? That would not be normal for me. And if it was happening for over 2 weeks and was persistent and progressive, that would be the time to go see the doctor. So we went over breast and ovarian cancer and their symptoms, but breast and ovarian cancer are also caused by a combination of genetics, environmental factors, and lifestyle factors. So we're going to go over that right now. So first we're going to talk about genetics. Knowing your family history is very important to know your risk. I don't know about you, but when I go into the doctor and the doctor asks me, do you have any health history you want to tell me about? I go, oh gosh, I know my grandma had cancer, but I don't know what type of cancer, and I'm pretty sure that this person had this person, but I'm not sure. We recommend that you come in with your own family health history worksheet. Make a family tree, talk to your parents or your caregivers, and ask them, hey, is there anything I should be concerned about so that I can let my doctor know so they know what you are at higher risk for. And we also want you to just consider genetic counseling. So I'm going to go over some things that may make you at higher risk based on your genetics. People with more than 2 close family members who have been diagnosed with breast and or ovarian cancer may make you at higher risk. Populations like Ashkenazi Jews and Northern European groups like Norway and Sweden have a higher incidence of carrying the BRCA genetic mutation. BRCA1 and 2 are the most common, or maybe most well-known genetic mutation. However, there's other genetic mutations to be aware of. In some families, there's no known gene mutation, but the cancer risk is still high for both. We also talk about the environment. So the environment is everything that your body is exposed to. We all have different genetics, which can change how our body reacts to different things in the environment. Many things in the environment are outside of our control, like pollution or radiation. And it's difficult to say which environmental factors may make you at higher risk, but there's a few that we know for sure, and those are radiation, alcohol, and cigarette smoke. And now we'll go over lifestyle factors. So some things that you should not do and have been shown to cause higher risk for cancer is smoke. So no form of tobacco is safe. Don't drink alcohol excessively. So 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men is the recommended consumption. And then things you should do is maintain a healthy weight, whatever that means for you and your doctor. Eat a balanced diet with fruits and veggies. Remember, balance is key. And be physically active. So this is at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 times per week. Lastly, know your family history so that you can feel comfortable to have the tools that you need to be proactive about your health. So in closing, we just want to remind you our 3 main ideas. We want you to know your body, so know what's normal for you. And if anything changes, be proactive about your health, which is number 2. And find a provider that you know and trust. Number 3, we want you to share what you learned today with your family and friends and create a domino effect of knowledge. So tell your moms, your aunts, and grandmas, especially the breast cancer and ovarian cancer symptoms, so that they're aware of their body as well. Consider hosting a virtual Rifkin education party for your family, friends, and workplace. The format can be condensed, so 10 to 15 minutes like today, or 30 to 40 minutes, and that would also include a survivorship story, which is personally my favorite part about a workshop. So please keep up with us on rifkin.org and on social media at rifkinedu. And I am so excited for Relay for Life. Have a blast for the rest of the afternoon, and we will see you later. Bye!
Thank you so much once again to the Rivkin Center, BFPC, and the UCLA School of Dentistry for educating us on various types of cancer. Now, be sure to stay tuned for our trivia game. In this trivia game, You will see a question pop up, have 10 to 15 seconds to think about it, and then the answer will be shown. If you would like to enter in our raffle to win some cool prizes, including skin cancer prevention products, stress cubes, and awareness bracelets, make sure you pay attention to what the correct answers are. Fill out the Cancer Ed Trivia Google form to show us that you participated during the entire game. In order to be entered into the raffle, you must get a 10 out of 10 on all of the questions. With that, click on the Fight Back Trivia tab to access the Google form, and let's get this trivia game started. Shout out to Meg for giving us such a beautiful presentation for our Cancer Ed trivia game. Thank you so much for participating in this trivia game and our Fight Back ceremony. I hope you've learned a lot of valuable facts. Remember, to be entered in the raffle, make sure you got all 10 questions correct and then submit that Google form. The winner will be announced at the closing ceremony, so make sure to submit soon. Also, don't forget to go to fightcancer.org, sign a petition or two, and send those petition screenshots to the email uclacacfightback@gmail.com and get an additional entry into the raffle. Lastly, I highly encourage you to keep on educating yourself the entire year, as education and advocacy are the first steps to understanding disease. Now, let's take a look at our fundraising leaderboard.
Again. Hello, guys. Woohoo! Alright, another dance cam. We learned a lot. Thank you so much, Fight Back Committee, for that wonderful Fight Back ceremony. I feel woke, and I feel like I should dance. Dance it off. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go invade our Zoom party. I hope y'all are ready. So I'm gonna cue in our dance. Let's see.
Can you see through the wonder of a
segment is going to be yoga. So tune in if y'all want to be enlightened by our yoga instructor, Miss Ann Brooke. So thanks guys for participating.
Hi friends, congrats on making it this far through UCLA's Relay for Life. I am so excited to lead you through this next 20-minute yoga flow. It's going to be focused on opening up the heart chakra, and it's a really light flow, but maybe grab water, grab a mat, put on some comfy clothes if you need, and let's get into it. So we're gonna start off on sitting down on our mats, and we're going to cross our legs and close our eyes and kind of start focusing on your breath. Breathe in. Inhale, fill up your chest completely. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, breathe in. Fill your lungs completely fill up. Exhale, let it all go. Now, visualize a bright white light coming in through the top of your head and filling your head, your forehead, your throat, that entire area up with white light. Imagine going down your throat, it's spiraling out of control, and just filling and flooding your entire body with this white, vibrant light. When it gets to your heart, it starts rippling through your entire body, almost like a waterfall. Breathe in through this white light. Breathe out. Feel the white light moving into other parts of your body. Continue to visualize this white light throughout the entire practice today. And white lights. Exhale, move the white light to other crevices and creases in your body. Maybe move your upper body a little bit. Feel it moving throughout your back, your lower back, all parts of your heart, your veins, all of your tissues, your muscles. Another deep breath in. Exhale, spread this white light to wherever you are right now, to your room, to the outside, to the other people around you. Visualize this white light greeting other people in your neighborhood, the universe, spreading positive vibes everywhere. Take a couple more breaths at your own pace. Just continue to feel grounded on your mat. Feel your sit bones, ground. Lengthen your spine. Drop your shoulders. Release any tension in your jaw. These next 20 minutes are yours. This is your time on your mat. On your next inhale, open your eyes. Maybe do a little stretch. Bring in any organic movement that feels good to you. Stay seated. Bring both of your legs straight out in front of you. Bring your left foot in first and kind of tuck your foot under your right thigh. Bring your right leg over the knee of your left leg and rotate to the right side of the room, attaching your left elbow to your right knee. Really open up your chest, your heart towards the right side of your room. Place your right hand in the back of your chest. Open up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist even deeper. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. On your next inhale, come out of this position. Bring both of your legs back to center in front of you. And we're going to do this on the left side now. So bring your right leg in and your left leg to cross over. And exhale towards the right side to twist. Attaching your right elbow to your left, to the outside of your left knee. Really open up towards the left side of the room. Open up your chest. Extend your spine, lengthen it as much as you can. Drop your shoulders so they're not coming up towards your ears. Take an inhale here, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, twist deeper, exhale, lengthen. Really helps open up your chest and your heart. And next exhale, come back to center. Bring both of your legs in front of you and shake them out a little bit. By the way, you can play your own music if you want. It's really your choice, and I have my laptop out so I can keep track of time. Okay, so next, we're going to go on to all fours for cat and cow. So plant both your hands into the mat, putting equal weight on all of your fingers and kind of like suction cupping them into the mat. So we're gonna inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. You can feel free to take any organic movements here. Maybe move side to side. Move your hips. Go. Move your body maybe in front of your wrists. Flip your wrists on your mat if that feels good to you. Again, move side to side. We're going to take one more cat and cow. So inhale, cat pose, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Really feel the lengthening happening in your spine. And then we're going to come back onto our knees and we're going to move into camel pose. If you haven't done this pose before, this is a really emotional pose, so if anything comes up for you, you can feel free to take child's pose or do whatever you really want, and just feel any emotions that come up. So we're going to start out on our knees, lengthen your spine, and you're going to move your hands to your back as if you're going to put your hands in your back pockets, and we're going to slowly lean back, and you don't want to like snap your neck. Try and make sure you're looking at the ceiling the entire time, and you can go down as much as you would like, and if you can touch your heels and bring it back like that, that's amazing. If you can't though, just try and lean back as far as you can. You can just keep your hands on your hip area. Squeeze your belly in. Take a couple breaths here. Really opening up your chest. And next exhale, come down to child's pose. Really ground down. Bring your heels in, your knees out wide, your forehead to your mat. Ground all 10 of your fingers into your mat. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale through your belly. Exhale, surrender onto your mat. You can feel free to come down to child's pose at any time during your flow. On your next inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog of class, so feel free to pedal out your feet. Bend your knees. Breathe here. Now we're going to inhale our right leg high. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Inhale, come up to crescent lunge. Maintaining an alignment with your right knee over your right heel. Exhale, warrior two to the left side of the room. Pivot your back foot, extend through your arms. Inhale, reverse warrior, maintain warrior 2 feet. Really almost like tap the back of the room, open up through your side body, maintain the bend in your right knee, breathe here. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, come down, and you can feel free to do a chaturanga, or you can do what I personally love doing, which is knees, chest, chin, and then cobra, and then downward facing dog. So I'll show you guys how to do that now. So you just come down to your knees first, then your chin, then your chest. Plant your feet, your upper feet into the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to do the left side. Bring your inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Knee in line with your ankle. Exhale, warrior two. Open out to the right side of the room. Extend your arms. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your buttocks down. Squeeze your belly in. Look to the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior. Bring it back and maintain the bend in your left knee. Placing weight onto the outside edge of your right foot. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down, high to low plank, or you can do knees, chest, chin, which is what I'm going to do. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you can repeat that again if you would like, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to move into another flow so we can incorporate some more poses into this 20-minute yoga flow. So we're going to start in downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, slowly step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, bend your knees, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, bend your knees. Inhale, come up, mountain pose. Really ground down through all four corners of your feet. Make sure your arms are in line with your ears. Take a breath here, buttocks down. Abs in, take a couple breaths here, really ground yourself. Exhale, cactus your arms back. Make sure to not crunch your neck. You can close your eyes if you would like. Buttocks down. Inhale, come back to mountain pose. Exhale, hands heart center. If you set an intention at the beginning of class, you can come back to that intention now. If you did not, you can set one now. I would like to offer up the intention of being present, just being in the here and now. Whenever you're present, you become the doer of your life instead of the witness. You have the ability to create anything in which you desire. And it all starts now. Take another breath in. Exhale, open your eyes and bring your hands to the sides of your hips. And we're going to move into dancer's pose. So you're going to bring your left arm up and your right leg up, and you want to catch your right foot with your right arm, and you're gently going to move forward, creating stability in your left leg. Do this for as far as you can. You can also bend your left knee if you need. Really try and create length in your spine. If you fall out of balance, you can just come back to heart center. It really helps when you're doing dancers to create some kind of gaze in front of you as well. Forward. On your next exhale, release. Come back to heart center. On your next inhale, bring your right arm up, your left leg up, and catch it in your left hand. Create stability and strength in your right leg. Gently move forward for dancers. Keep your buttocks down. Move your left leg up. Lengthen out your spine. Keep your right hand up. You don't want to move it down. Bend your right knee. Come back to center when you're ready. Take a couple breaths here. You can do that again if you want on the left and the right side, and challenge yourself to do a 30-second hold on each side. For time's sake, I will just be moving on with the flow to our last few poses. So we're going to come down into Malasana frog pose, keeping both of your feet entirely on the ground, lengthening your spine, your elbows on the inside of your knees. Really lift up right here. Take a couple breaths here. We're going to come down to our bottoms now. We're going to come into butterfly pose. Bringing both of your legs in, your feet, the pads of your feet together. Maybe float your butterfly or fly your butterfly. I don't know how to say it. Flutter your butterfly at your own pace. If this feels good to you, you can also bring your forehead to your feet. Really just opening up through your hips. We're going to come onto our back side and come into bridge pose. So what you want to do is, if you have a block, you can set that underneath your lower back. If not, you can clasp your hands underneath your back and move your shoulder blades under your back and really push up through your hips. Take a couple breaths here. Close your eyes. Exhale, bring your hips down. Take another inhale, bring your hips up. For a second bridge. Exhale, bring your hips down. We're going to go into Happy Baby, which is our last pose of class. Feel free to grab the outside edges of your feet, or if your lower back lifts while you do that, then you want to grab your shins or your ankles and just rock side to side. That is totally fine. You just do not want your lower back lifting off of the mat. Rock side to side. Open up your hips. Do any organic movements that feel good to you. And then on your next inhale, you're going to squeeze into a tiny little ball. Give yourself the biggest hug of your day. Exhale, final Shavasana. Let it all go. Really melt into the mat. We're safe. You're fully protected. Feel how your body feels different than the beginning of class. If you have any thoughts, just watch them float right by you. Don't interact with them. Don't feed them any energy. Just witness them. You can feel free to sit here for however long you like. If you feel ready, you can move on to whichever side feels best to you. And then gently move up. Come back to a seat. Keep your eyes closed. And take a couple breaths here. Bring your hands heart center. And you can repeat this out loud if you would like. Or you can say it to yourself. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all enjoy their lives. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and if you liked that flow, you can keep up with me on Instagram at Gratitude and Food. I create lots of healthy plant-based recipes, and I post about like other law of attraction stuff. I'm also a Reiki healer and holistic health coach. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see more of you. Bye. Also, enjoy the last parts of Relay for Life. Relay has definitely been a special part in my life. I did it all 4 years when I was at UCLA. So yeah, make the most of it, enjoy this, and have a beautiful day. Bye.
Wow, thank you, Anna Root, for that wonderful yoga session. I'm feeling so great and centered now. Now we're going to be transitioning into our Luminaria ceremony. Luminaria ceremony is a very special segment of our annual Relay for Life event, and we worked so hard to include this very special moment in order to remember the ones we have lost to cancer. But before we start the ceremony, we'd like to take a moment to remember our Relay for Life event last year at Drake Stadium, as it is certainly one for the books.
I want to say thank you a million times over for what you do. Young people who actually understand that the rewards of being a part of something greater than just themselves, you guys are going to change the world for the better, starting right here. And I am standing here, and they're sitting there, and I'm sure you have family members and loved ones that are alive today because you are doing what you're doing. Do not take that lightly.
And you have fundraised, and you have been passionate, and you have danced, and you've probably sunburned, and you have put your hearts and souls into something that truly I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart enough.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Have a good time, good time. Don't stop me, don't stop me.
Hey everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm this year's Luminaria Chair of UCLA's Colleges Against Cancer, and I'm honored to present our first ever virtual Luminaria ceremony. The Luminaria ceremony is an important time for all of us to come together to honor and remember those who have been affected by cancer. Tonight we celebrate those who have fought, support those who are currently fighting, and grieve for our loved ones whom we have lost. I would like to start by asking you to remain quiet through the rest of the ceremony to reflect on how this disease has touched each of us personally. Today, your screens will be illuminated by Luminaria bags. Each bag represents a life touched by cancer, and we light them not only as a reminder of why we are here tonight, but as a symbol of love, honor, and respect for each individual and their fight against cancer. These bags represent our family, our friends, and our loved ones. Each bag has a name and a story to tell of the heartache, fear, and pain that comes with the diagnosis. A story of doctor's appointments, chemotherapy, and radiation treatments. A story of hardship, hurt, and grief, but also a story filled with immense bravery, strength, perseverance, community, and hope. Luminaria bags showcase the stories of every patient, caregiver, friend, and family member that has been a part of the support, the struggle, and the fight against cancer. It is important to share their stories so we can reflect upon how cancer has touched each of us personally and move forward with a mindset that carries out the legacies of each and every bag. As we continue this ceremony of remembrance, I would like to introduce Sophia Mazurski performing For Love.
I care about you in every way I can. You know I'm troubled, but I know you can understand. I'm sorry for the strain. No one prepares you for the way in which things change. But you've been amazing, saw me through my darkest stage. And you always forgave me, but now you love me just the same. It means the most, I hope you know. And I hope you know that guilty, oh, but she burns like crime on a fire, hot and fast and angry as she can be. I walk my days on a wire. It looks ugly, but it's clean. Oh, mama, don't fuss over me. Way she tells me I'm hers and she's mine. Open hand or closed fist, we'll be fine. The blood is red and sweet as cherry wine. Calls of guilty thrown at me, all while she stains the sheets of some other, thrown at me so powerfully, just like she throws with the arm of a brother. But I want it, it's a crime. She's not around most of the time. Way she shows me I'm hers and she's mine. Open hand or closed fist, we'll be fine. The blood is red and sweet as cherry wine. Her fight and fury's fiery, oh, but she loves like sleep to the freezer. Sweet and right and merciful, I'm all but washed in the tide of her breathing. And it's worth it, it's divine. I have this some of the time. Way she shows me I'm hers and she's mine. Open hand or closed fist, we'll be fine. The blood is red and sweet as cherry wine.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That was beautiful. At this time, I would like to introduce Jason Pitts, who will be performing a song he wrote for his brother.
Hey Relay for Life, my name is Jason Pitts, and I'm going to play a song for you that I wrote about my brother who passed away in 2009, and shortly before I came to UCLA and started performing at these events. So I'm really grateful to be a part of this, and thank you very much for being a part of this, and this one's called Always There For Me. Even when the world feels feel is here to stay for good. The pain still hasn't left, but now I know it's understood. Try to be thankful whenever you were there, I know I should. Every time you could ease my sorrows, you would. You're my lifeline, and you always made me feel like you're on mine. You were always there for me. You were always there for me. Well, I had you and you had me. You were always there for me. Even when the world feels like it's slipped from beneath my feet, you were always there for me.
Thank you so much for your performance, Jason. We so appreciate your passion and heart for the cause. Now I would like to turn our attention to ourselves and our loved ones who have been affected by cancer and honor their fights by commenting below with either their name or a message out of love and respect for their fight, whatever you're comfortable with. If you are a survivor, we celebrate you. Please comment your name now. If you relay for a mother or a father, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for a son or a daughter, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for a spouse or significant other, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for a brother or a sister, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for a grandparent, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for an aunt, uncle, niece, or nephew, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. Relay for a friend, coworker, or any other loved one, please comment their name now in honor of them and their fight. If you relay for a cancer-free future, please comment with a heart in solidarity for the cause. As you scroll through these comments, it is easy to see just how each and every one of us has been touched by cancer. This is a community of people who understands just how ugly cancer can be, but also a community that is committed to standing up against it. We stand united by hope and love. Hope that one day we will see the light at the end of the tunnel, and love for those who fight along the way. At this time, let our Luminaria slideshow give you time to grieve, love, remember, and appreciate each story of immense bravery and strength that every single Luminaria bag and dedication represent. Our path to the future is one of hope. Someday we won't have to be afraid. Someday we won't have to worry. Someday the fight against cancer will be over and we will have won. But until then, we join together in saying that there is no finish line until a cure is found for all. We join together to honor each and every person who has fought and will continue to fight, and stand united with them as we move forward. At this time, I invite you all to join me in a moment of silence in honor or in memory of someone close to you who has fought cancer. Let each moment be a celebration of our experiences and of everyone still with us today in our homes and in our hearts. Let each moment propel you forward in the fight against cancer and remind you to cherish the moments we often forget. Thank you.
Cancer is winning the fight, and I refuse to believe that I can make a difference. Future generations will live in a cancer-free world is a lie. Cancer cannot be eradicated. Everyone in our community knows that cancer will always beat hope. Every year, we are losing more loved ones. There is no way that people are celebrating more birthdays. We know this won't happen, because we, Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society, are fighting back to reverse it. People are celebrating more birthdays. There is no way that we are losing more loved ones every year. Hope will always beat cancer. Everyone in our community knows that cancer cannot be eradicated is a lie. Future generations will live in a cancer-free world. I can make a difference, and I refuse to believe that cancer is winning the fight.
Welcome back, Relayers. All of us have suffered from cancer, but that's what brings us all together here today to make a difference. Thank you to Lauren, our performers, and all of the Luminaria ceremony committee for bringing that beautiful Luminaria ceremony. And thank you, Danny Stroll, for sharing your video with us. It's come to that time for our closing ceremony. Usually at this point in Relay, I'm pretty sleep deprived and a little delirious, but this Relay just flew right on by. I know you're on the edge of your seats to hear the winners of our Trivia, Spirit Award, and the one and only Mr. Relay 2020. And The wait is finally over. I'm learning from Matt on how to be dramatic from his reality show days. So, first up, the winner of our Fight Back trivia is Austin Chen and Madison Johnson. Congrats, you guys. So, next up, we have our Spirit Award. This year, our Spirit Award winning team is, virtual drumroll please, Theta Chi! They had not only one, but two participants in our Mr. Relay pageant. Thank you to all of you guys for keeping up your winning streak, and we can't wait to see you back next year. And now, for Mr. Relay 2020. As Matt said, this was truly one of the most dramatic pageants we've seen at Relay. The talent was exceptional, and the question answers were riveting. While all of our contestants are worthy of the virtual crown, we can only have one winner. And your Mr. Relay 2020 is Shane Nancius from SAE. Shane raised an incredible $343 on Venmo just in these past couple hours. And we raised over $1,300 for Mr. Relay alone. Congrats and a round of applause to Shane. We better see you back next year at Drake Stadium to defend your title. And thank you to all of our other Mr. Relay participants who participated. I'll see you back next year to earn that crown.
Oh my goodness, what an exciting and dramatic turn of events. Now let's take a moment to look at our final fundraising leaderboard. Congratulations to all our top fundraisers: Jennifer Thompson, Sammy Rafidi, our 2019 Mr. Relay winner, Ryan Anderson, Samantha Jeffrey, and my very own amazing growth chair, Jenna Rosen. We know how hard it is to raise so much money, and we really appreciate all your hard work throughout the year. Now let's take a look at our top teams. Wow, a huge congratulations to all of our top fundraising teams. AD Pi, Cops Against Cancer, Alpha Chi Kisses Cancer Goodbye, Pi Phi, and Team Irene 2.0. You're all superstars, and we are so appreciative of your dedication and commitment to such an important cause. So, speaking of teams, you will now hear from our head team captain coordinator, Sonam, about our lovely VIP teams.
Hello! VIP teams are teams that have shown exceptional ability in fundraising and recruitment. Without further ado, these are our teams that have reached VIP status. Cops Against Cancer, Pi Phi, Alpha Chi Kisses Cancer Goodbye, Team Irene 2.0, Chain Gang Fights Cancer, Pre's Team, Team Row, Purple Butterflies for Rick and Jeff, Audrey's Avengers, and AD Pi. To all of our team captains, we want to say thank you for going above and beyond for this cause. If your team reached VIP status during Relay and weren't acknowledged here, don't worry. Just head over to our Instagram stories after Relay, where we will be congratulating all our VIP teams in full. Thanks again, and congratulations to all our team captains for all the hard work you've put.
So much, Sonam, and thank you to all of our teams here today. You are the backbones of this relay. We're just here to make sure everything runs smoothly. And after almost 4 hours of bringing you the most smoothly run virtual relay, it's time to start bringing things to an end and finally reveal our total fundraising this year. But it's never too late to donate. Before we do that, we want to give a moment to all of our seniors, including myself, in Colleges Against Cancer. Whether this is your first year or fourth year in the club, you have been such a fun, amazing group of people, if I do say so myself. Since this is the seniors' last relay, we are sharing what CAC and Relay has meant to them while in UCLA. So, without further ado, give it up for our seniors and share what seniors you're celebrating with today in the chat.
just. Hi. Let me just. Supporting this cause for
Hi everyone, my name's Jenna and I'm this year's Growth Chair. It was so amazing to hear what CAC and Relay for Life has meant to all of our seniors, but we also just wanted to take a second to say thank you, seniors.
Thank you so much, seniors. We're gonna miss you.
Hey seniors, we're really gonna miss you. Good luck with everything that comes your way in the future.
Thank you, seniors.
We'll miss you, seniors. Thank you.
Thank you, seniors. We're gonna miss you so much.
Thank you to all the seniors.
Thank you, seniors, for all your hard work these past few years. We'll miss you guys.
So thank you, seniors, for being such an amazing part of our CAC community. We're gonna miss each and every one of you. But there are 4 very special people who I need to give a shout out to, and those are the other 4 members of our executive board who I had the absolute honor of working with this year. We truly were a dream team, and I can't imagine having gone through this with anyone else. Austin, our VP Mission, thank you for making sure that we kept mission at the forefront of everything we did. Meg, our VP Ops, thank you for filling our inboxes with light and laughter every week with your weekly emails and surveys. I'm really gonna miss them. Melody, our productions chair, thank you for making sure Relay happened in whatever format it needed to. Growth and Productions Forever. And finally, Melissa, our president. Words can't even describe what you've meant to CAC. You gave us your blood, your sweat, your tears, your heart, your soul. You gave it all to us. You are my go-to person, and I cannot imagine what I'm going to do without you next year. But I know you all are going to do incredible things, and I can't wait to see you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone in CAC. You guys have been my second family. All of my Sunday and Tuesday nights, my audience as I give my weekly speeches, travel buddies to La Quinta, Runa Chuggers, and my favorite purple shirt cult on campus. I miss all of you guys so, so, so much, and I'm so incredibly proud of what we were able to accomplish this year. If you're interested in joining the best campus org on campus, and help plan Relay 2021, which will be at Drake Stadium, make sure to click the Help Plan Relay 2021 tab on our website to get on the recruiting mailing list. This is such an special organization at UCLA. Don't miss out on it.
Hi again, everyone. My name is Melody, and I've been the productions director for Relay this year. And as you can see, this very special organization has touched not only the hearts of me and Melissa, but so many of our other seniors' hearts as well. But this organization would be nothing without the continued support we have received. That's why we want to give a big thank you to our American Cancer Society staff partners, Carly Roberti and Kelly Carroll. This event would not have existed without both of your guidance. Thank you also to UCLA Health's Johnson's Cancer Center for always being such a strong supporter of Relay year after year. In addition, we would like to thank our UCLA Soul Advisor and Colleges Against Cancer Club Advisor, Ashley Pham, UCLA Campus Life Development and Sponsorship Officer, Kieran Mistry, and UCLA Recreation Event Production Manager, Chelsea Sobel. We are eternally grateful for all the emails you've taken, meetings we've scheduled, and questions you've answered as we've transitioned to a virtual relay. Your support has meant the world to us. And because we're really big on thank yous in CAC, thank you again to all our speakers, Miss Valerie Condos Field, Katie Sackhoff, Joni Tuji, Matt Donald, Shubham Goel, and thank you to our videos from Anna Rook, Bruins Fighting Pediatric Cancer, Rivkin Center, and UCLA School of Dentistry. And another huge thank you to our beautiful, beautiful performers, Sophia Mazursky and Jason Pitts. We loved your voices.
Before we end our live stream, we need to give a huge, huge shout out to our webmaster and live stream director, Abby.
She created this website at the beginning of the year from nothing and grew it to what you see now, in addition to directing this entire live stream.
None of this would have been possible without her creativity, technological talent, and work ethic. When we first found out Relay was going virtual, Abby told us, "Don't worry, this won't limit what we can do with Relay," and she has proved that to be so, so true.
Our virtual relay has exceeded any expectations we ever had, and we owe it all to you, Abby. Thank you for being the virtual relay queen you are.
We're going to miss you so much next year, Abby, but the legacy you will have on this organization will last a lifetime.
We love you, Abby.
Love you, Abby.
There's a lot of thanks to be giving, and we'll probably never stop, but we're just so grateful for all the support we've had from everyone for our relay. So now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, our total reveal. This year, at our first ever virtual relay, we were able to fundraise an incredible total of, can I get a virtual drum roll, please? $71,908.28 for a cure. Let's hear it for all of you guys. This means today alone, we were able to fundraise $3,736.59, and just for hours, thanks to all of your generous support. With all of your donations throughout the year and today, we have beneficially impacted the lives of cancer patients and funded new research towards a cure. All of our funds will go directly to the American Cancer Society to continue their mission to save lives, celebrate lives, and lead the fight for a world without cancer. Thank you to every dollar each and every one of you helped to fundraise. So, I never expected to be giving my last relay speech sitting at home. You will never expected to be participating in relay from your homes either. But we are still here regardless of the huge obstacles thrown our way. As much as we all wish we could be at Drake Stadium for another 20 hours, give or take, I have never been more inspired by any other relay. The day I realized this relay was going to have to be online, I was pretty upset, to say the least. It felt like months of hard work had gone down the drain and I wouldn't be able to get the relay I wanted. I had absolutely no idea what to do or how to break the news to all of our amazing committee members who put their heart and soul into this event. But when I was down, they picked me back up and brought us here today. Even in the middle of what felt like the world literally falling apart, and not to mention the middle of our finals week, no one quit. In fact, they did the exact opposite. We started working harder and becoming more inspired every day relay got closer, and made something today that still shocks me. This has always been a difficult battle against cancer, but everyone's constant motivation showed me that nothing will get in the way of us finding a cure. So, they said you can't build Rome in a day, but I think that's just because they didn't have this amazing group of amazingly spectacular people on the job. So thank you to everyone on board for spending every Sunday night in my apartment and being such an inspiration to everyone in CAC. And thank you to every committee member in CAC who never gave up and showed me how to be a fighter. And not only seeing Relay come together was so inspiring, but also all of you here today and the impact you've made in such a short amount of time. All the love and support we shared with each other as we unite around a common cause shows the strength of this community. Whether you tune in for 20 minutes or the full 4 hours, you're the reason our virtual relay was so incredible. It takes a village to have such a successful event like this, and we have that here and so much more. Nothing, not even a global pandemic, stopped us. I know that you will all keep relaying year after year until there's no more cancer in the world to relay for. So thank you for being the dedicated fighters you are today and the reason I love relay so much. Together, we are unstoppable. And I just want to give one final thank you to my dad and to my mom and my sister Vanessa, who are relaying with me today. Their constant support is through thick and thin is the reason I'm here today. So I hope, come back here. I hope you're enjoying Mother's Day tomorrow, whether you're celebrating together virtually or remembering yours. I'm so grateful I get to spend tomorrow with my mom. She's my idol and the inspiration I joined Colleges Against Cancer. I said I wouldn't cry, but I'm crying, and it's okay. But thank you, and I'll see you in 2021. So, now, as my final act, as your president, let's dance to Ocean Man until next year's relay.
Ocean Man,